Hello, welcome to Afro News South Africa. Please kindly subscribe and share. Turn the notification on so you would be notified each time we upload a new video. John Molefe has hit returned the ones praising Brian Molefe for finishing load losing throughout his time in Eskom, pronouncing that the previous Eskom CEO by no means stopped any load losing. John Molefe were given board stiff with the praises being heaped on Brian Molefe. Many South Africans were praising each Brian Molefe, pronouncing that he ought to be introduced return to alternate the face of Eskom. However, the supporters of Andre de Ruyter and the fans of President Cyril Ramaphosa do now no longer need to pay attention to this narrative. They are insinuating that Eskom energy stations have been run to the floor throughout his time, without servicing them. However, there have been load losing then. John Molefe angrily wrote, Brian Molefe did now no longer prevent load losing, he's simply taken care of the pastimes of the crook syndicates running at Eskom. But a few South Africans stated that they can't be fooled, disclosing that Brian Molefe completed properly throughout his Eskom tenure. Some humans are speculating that there's no breakdown in any energy station, however most of these are plots to denationalize the company. Some endorse that the Western international locations need South Africa to transition right into easy and renewable electricity, and remove coal and diesel, which they agree with is the motive of most of these load losing. Yet, every other organization agree with that the authorities isn't always being honest to the humans concerning this electricity issue. Someone pointed out, one component you cannot eliminate from Brian Molefe and Coco Michelle is that among 2016 to 2017, there has been no load losing at Eskom. It best got here returned after they had left workplace in 2018, which makes it obtrusive that they stopped load. Losing it is an ancient reality, now no longer me concocting it. Another man or woman wrote that regardless of how they paint Brian Molefe and Coco Michelle bad, the humans are wiser now, and could by no means tag them as bad, pronouncing that their tenure in Eskom changed into good. Again, shots have been fired with inside the root of Moging, after the organization found out their blunders in praising him for being a first-rate appointed authority. The country of South Africa's authorities is in shambles. Politicians in South Africa are at every other's throats for control, at the same time as the humans are searching out a robust chief they are able to place their religion in, because the financial system keeps to falter. Currently, many humans are dispatching ideological groupings with the remaining intention of persuading others. Former equity boss Moging Mojing has simply dispatched his political rally, All African Union Development. There will usually be others who disagree with this. As one commentator placed it, today Moging is sending out his ideological organization. Our mistake changed into to congratulate him for being a first-rate boss justice. Others trust you that he does a high-quality process of making the ideological organization, at the same time as others assume he ought to rethink and come to be a minister instead. People state it matters like, but we need a character like him who isn't always ruined with the aid of using the framework, and who commonly adheres to fact always. And if I study all ongoing ideological companies, they know one of a kind both way, debased and serving somebody's benefit and character interest, now no longer of the South Africa.